we get to know each other a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's start off with you sharing with the audience a little bit about your background. I know that you were born in Massachusetts, I believe?
New Jersey.
New Jersey, I'm sorry.
Year.
Tell us a little bit about that, your upbringing.
Growing up in Jersey, I was born in Edison, New Jersey, but I was living in Piscataway, New Jersey. It's my hometown. And growing up, I had my mother, beautiful mother, who was 100% Dominican. And my father, who was African American. And growing up in my household, I was blessed with the opportunity to experience such different cultures, but especially my Dominican culture. It was my Dominican family that was the closest with me. I got to spend every weekend with them, barbecues, backyard basketball, for sure baseball.
Favorite food?
Arroz con pollo. Till this day. So shout out to my girl, she's making tostones tonight as well.
Oh, nice.
But God has been good to me since day one. He's brought me into this world of love, and to this day I'm still experiencing the word love every single day. And I'm just blessed to be in this position. I'm blessed to be able to help the youth. I'm blessed to be able to represent my country and my mother's country and be able to make her proud every day.
That's amazing. So let's talk about that a little bit, Karl. I mean, you've been incredibly successful. You were the #1 high school prospect, played at Kentucky, was the #1 draft pick in the NBA, Rookie of the Year.
You don't gotta keep going.
Come on. 4-time All-Star, All-NBA. Maybe the one achievement that impresses me the most is that you won the three-point shooting contest.
I did.
As a center.
I think of all the awards, all is possible because of the man above. Like, I didn't do anything. I just utilized the talent he gave me. I think this year was for me as a professional, it was probably my most successful year, not because of the record, not because of the Western Conference Finals, but winning the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Award really was an honor because I feel that my leadership style is servant leadership. I'm here to serve others, I'm here to serve the world, I'm here to serve the youth and give them a better life than I had. And to be recognized by a legend like that in the NBA for what I do off the court, because I understand that what I do gets more attention than who I am, even though who I am is more important than what I do.
100%.
And for me to be in a position to be able to help the youth, and it never was about the notoriety, it was just about doing what I felt my calling on this earth was to do, and to be recognized for that is a tremendous honor.
So let me talk about that a little bit. So the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Warrior,
Yes.
basically award presented by the NBA.
Yes.
And my understanding is that you've been up for that award a couple of years, so this is not a one-off for you. In fact, you were quoted as saying that social justice is in your DNA.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about that.
Like I said, I think it speaks to who I am and who my parents are. My father, being African American, taught me how this world is, especially being in America, being a man of color. You have to be even more careful, and you have to be more precise, and there's less wiggle room for you to make a mistake. And for me to get to a position I am in today, I understood the magnitude of making a mistake. And for my mother, I've watched her get her citizenship in America. I went with her on the trains to New York to get that citizenship. I've been with her through the process of being a true American and being given the amazing ability. And I think that's what drove me so much now in Minnesota about voting. I realized how important it was for her to vote. And I realized that at a young age, and to be in a position now where I could, for Restore the Vote in Minnesota, be able to help incarcerated people who have gotten out, or people, like I said, like my father said, make a mistake.
Yep.
And for people like that to be given back their rights to vote, it was such a big initiative for me and my team, and I really wanted to make sure I could do everything I can to help my community. And for me to be able to do that in Minnesota probably was one of the most proudest moments I've had as a human being.
It's tremendous, tremendous. So many of us were impacted by our parents that helped us develop that value system that guides us for our entire life. So it's incredible that you have continued that. I mean, obviously being an all-star NBA basketball player is a daunting achievement in itself. But to be able to compartmentalize that and say I'm more than that as an individual, and it doesn't define me necessarily. It's what I give back, it's what I do that defines me. That's incredibly noble, and I think that award was, more than deserved. So congratulations to you one more time. So speaking of culture, you have been playing on the national team for the Dominican Republic since you were 16 years old.
Proudly.
And that was a choice,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Because you were born here in the States. You could play for the U.S. team, but you chose to play for the Dominican Republic.
And
why?
And I'm offered every year the chance to change on my decision. I continue to go back because I appreciate what I appreciate where my mother's from. My mother gave me life. I owe her my life, and Dominican Republic has been nothing but showing me love since day one before I was even an NBA All-Star or NBA player. It showed me so much about my culture. It's given me such a purpose, and it's given me the actual true understanding of the meaning of the word love. And for that, I'm forever grateful, and I will forever be
your teammates, your country, your community, all of that.
Yes, I mean, like I said, I grew up around my Dominican family because of the location. Being in Jersey, my Dominican family, a lot of them was living there or in New York, and. They looking for somebody. I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
We got an earthquake today. We got a lot of things going on there lately. You good? Good.
I think it's me. It's happened to me twice today. So.
They must be looking for someone in here. Whoever that is, y'all need to stand up because they're going to keep interrupting us. But for me, just being with the Dominican team since I was 16, to be honored with the ability to go out there and sharpen my game and with people 3 years older than me and be able to play for the Dominican national team, it meant a lot. And to be able to be with now an NBA champion and Al Horford and watch him every single day when he was an all-star in the Hawks, to be able to learn from him and understand what it was to be a professional. I understand, people love playing for their country, but I think for me, there was such a sense of pride and love with playing with that flag on my chest, and to be able to expedite me as a professional, as a basketball player. Not only as a basketball player, I also take that back. I think as a man, to be able to learn from such amazing human beings, Francisco Garcia, Al Horford, Edgar Sosa, James Faldin, and we could go Manuel Fortuna, we could go down the list, but I had some amazing guys who not only made me a better player, but a better man, and I'm forever grateful.
I have the panel we just had before you. We were talking about a lot of the data that's out there that's showing that Latino, in terms of fandom, are driving audience and revenue growth in basketball, football, baseball, we've kind of known for a little while. Soccer, we've known for a long, long time.
You don't get off the island with a walk.
But whether it was by design or not, Karl, you're participating on the DR national team. Shine a light on that team, on that island, and I think made the case that there's world-class basketball talent in Latin America, Dominican Republic, Central America, and maybe with a little bit more investment, player development, coaching, we'll see the NBA dominated by Latinos the way we see Major League Baseball and soccer.
Yes, I mean, the talent that the Latino community has is so abundant, and I think what makes it even more special is the examples we've had that have people who have come from nothing, really nothing, and from the slums, and really found themselves a way to take care of their families, but also make the world recognize their talent. And I have such tremendous respect for all the Latinos out there that have made their dreams come true, their families' dreams come true. And, you know, I think all of us, I think we all have the same feeling that, you know, this is all possible because of the man above. Because for a lot of us, you know, even for me, I'm in Jersey, but, you know, people in Central America, people in Dominican Republic, you know, you don't ever know if you're going to have a chance to showcase what you can do to the world. And,
Yeah.
you know, finding a way is extremely difficult. So there's tremendous respect I have for not only all the professionals, but especially the Latino community for finding a way.
It's in our DNA as well, no doubt.
We fight. We don't stop. We don't quit on our dreams. We've been told since we was young how much our dreams are not impossible. And I know even for the people who may not have seen their dreams, what they thought come true, the dream of being their best version of themselves has come to light. And
Incredible.
it's amazing.
So, can we talk about basketball a little bit?
Basketball.
All right.
Who plays basketball? Got it.
So you guys, you had a great season.
Yes.
You guys knocked off the defending champs.
Yeah.
A lot of us thought that they were going to win it again.
I think a lot of people thought the game was over at halftime.
I mean, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Obviously, you would have liked to have won a championship. So you are a really young team.
Yeah.
So Minnesota is not a big market. To see you guys go as far as you did, and to see what is possible maybe in subsequent years. Tell us a little bit about your prospects, or what you think the prospects are for the Minnesota Timberwolves in the coming year.
One of the few things that's super exciting for me as being there for a decade is the fact that I get to see familiar faces at training camp. I haven't had the word stability has escaped me in my career for a long time. So to be able to be in a position where I get to see Rudy, I get to see Ant, we have two amazing rookies coming in, and Sharp and Rob Dillingham. So, I mean, the future is bright. The future is really bright, not only the present, but the future. We have a team that's set up for success. We've shown what we could do. I think everyone in the NBA world is not surprised by us anymore. So it's all, like, at the end of the day, it's all about us going out there, doing what we need to do, executing at a high level, and letting, you know, obviously God bless us with health, we'll be in a good position.
There were moments where you guys looked unbeatable. I mean, you really did look unbeatable.
We can play defense for sure.
Yeah, it was really fun watching you guys. And Anthony Edwards, what a story.
Yeah,
What was he like as a teammate?
Oh, he's too funny. He's too funny. There's a lot of things I wish I could say right now, but it probably but man, what
You're
a
in a
talent.
safe space.
No,
You're in a safe
right?
space.
What a talent. Just what a talent. He's a special player. I knew he was going to be special before he was even drafted, and talking to him before the draft, it was abundantly clear how much he wanted to prove people wrong. And I think that is, he's doing that every single day.
Yeah, it's amazing. And you know, it was Gerst who drafted him.
Yeah. Gerst, man. Gerst done set us up. He set us up for everything. I mean, you know, you look at the present and you always think, oh, wow, we're really doing well, as you said. And I think as everyone's seeing, but you know, there's a foundation that has to be laid to make it work. Just like in Golden State, it took amazing draft picks of some people may know.
Yep.
Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. There's a guy out there named Steph Curry, some light-skinned guy who's shooting the ball from everywhere. You know, it takes a foundation. There's time and there's great. It takes great execution, great strategy, but it definitely takes a little bit of luck. And I think, you know, Gerst put us in a position. Bob Myers and them in Golden State did an amazing job setting themselves up for winning. And I think, you know, shout out to Gerst. He put us in a position that I get to experience the fruits of his labor now.
You look at two teams that really, I think, outperformed what a lot of people thought. The New York Knicks and the Minnesota Timberwolves. And what is the common thread there? Is the guy there by the name, a Latino guy.
Yeah, Latino guy, Gerst over there. Both sides. He's an integral part of both teams' success. He's done an amazing job of setting up both organizations for success. So obviously he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he does. So you're a very young man, but I think that all players know at some point the ball will stop bouncing, as they say.
Yep.
What are some of your aspirations for post-basketball career? You think about that much?
I do, but I think it always falls on the same thing. I mean, I've had teammates and coaches ask me that, and other guys, and I think when I'm at that point, I've dedicated so much of my life to basketball. I just really want to just be like, I want to be a dad. I want to be able to be like with my kids. I want to be a T-ball coach, little league coach. I really want to just be home with the kids. I really just want to, I've dedicated my life to this. I've given so much up of my life. And, as a true like Spanish dad, I want to be able to be at all their activities. I don't care if they play basketball, baseball. I don't care if they want to be a scientist. I don't care if they want to, the daughter wants to be a ballerina. And I don't care whatever it is. I just want them to make sure that they see dad at the activities. And I think that's probably what I'm looking forward to after God's blessed me with a lot of amazing gifts, and I think that those gifts are really only given to me so I can give it to my kids. So I'm just excited just to, in a way, be a stay-home dad for a little bit, but I'm glorifying it for show. But I think after that, just if I, for myself, maybe just doing business. I'm an entrepreneur already. I'm doing amazing things outside of basketball. Very blessed to be part of some successful companies. So,
Fashion?
Let's see. I don't know what my future has for me, but I know right now if I take care of the present, any door I want to walk through will be open.
That's awesome. There, I'll tell you. There was John F. Kennedy Jr. who passed away 24 years ago. He said something that stuck with me. And people were always asking him about what's he gonna do, right? His dad was John F. Kennedy, President of the United States, iconic, whatnot. What are you gonna do? And he says, people talk to me a lot about doing something great. He says, I don't think about being a great man, I think about being a good man.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot like what you're describing.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to explain what the future has for me, but I know one thing for sure is that it definitely has, it's gonna have kids in it, and it's gonna have me being the best father I could be, because my parents is the reason I'm even able to sit in this position, be in this chair, be able to talk to these lovely people. So I just want to give that love back to my kids, and so they could spread it around the world when my time is done, and then we could just keep paying it forward.
Yeah, that's incredible. Look, I don't know how old Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is, but I know he's up there, right? And he has been an icon for so many of us. I remember when he was at UCLA.
Yes.
And
he was Lou Alcindor at that time.
Lou Alcindor back then, and then went to the NBA, and obviously was one of the greatest players that there ever was. But his post-basketball career might be what he is remembered the most for. His championship for social justice, and the articulate way that he is able to frame certain scenarios in our society. I think you got a lot of that in you, my friend. You got a lot of that in you. So I think people are going to be looking at you for a long time for guidance and your perspective on certain things.
I appreciate it. I just, since I was young, I had a goal in mind, and I know everyone's thinking it's basketball. It was just to be the best man I could be, and just to continue to follow the path that's set in front of me, and like my dad said, don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
Just follow the path and be the best man I could be, and hopefully with that mentality and that goal in mind, I could spread love around the world, and I could inspire others to do better for others, even before themselves.
I'll tell you something most people don't know, and that is Minneapolis actually has one of the fastest growing Latino populations in the country.
It does.
Anybody from Minneapolis here? Nahrep has a chapter in Minneapolis. It's our association for Latino real estate professionals. One of the best chapters we have in the country.
Really?
So you have family around you that you may not even realize.
Yes. It's hard to see the family because of the snow, but for sure.
Yeah. So, Karl, I just want to thank you. Thank you for spending time with us today. I know that you are very busy right now. You've got a lot on your mind. You've got a lot to accomplish. You're a very young man. But you are an icon and you are an inspiration for so many. We have a basketball tournament I don't know if you know this, that actually is sponsored by Lattitude as well. It's called the Avance at Lattitude Basketball Classic. And we have teams from Spain, the NBA Academy from Mexico City, Utah Prep, Veritas Academy. We have the Boozer twins coming out from Miami.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, AJ Davanza, who's good out of Utah Prep, is going to be competing. I think it's an incredible way to showcase some of the best talent that we have. So if you have any words of inspiration or advice to young athletes right now, I'm sure you get asked this a lot, what would it be?
There will be a time when you have to make the tough choice of believing in yourself and not believing the words that are said to you. And I think that for the young athletes out there, never be afraid, especially at a young age, to take a chance on yourself. I think that sometimes, especially with the new age we live in with social media, it's so easy to fall into what people want you to be instead of what you want to be. And I think for me growing up, I knew what people kept telling me. They kept telling me to play the game this way. The NBA is only going to be played this way. You know, you got to be a guy at the post who's only shooting hook shots and rebounding, and you know, you're not going to be able to do all the other things you want to showcase to the world. You need to stop doing that. You need to, you know, listen to us. And I wasn't afraid to take a chance on myself and believe in my talent and believe what I've been putting hours of work in to showcase the world. And I stuck to my path. I stuck to what I wanted to do in the world. And the same people now, like you said, are watching me win a three-point contest. So, so my whole big message to the youth is, I know everyone says, you know, follow your dreams and stuff, and that's true. I think, but at the end of the day, take a chance on yourself. And I think that for a lot of us in here who are adults and everything, you always look back at the chances you didn't take, and you never look at the successes you had. You know, you always wonder what could have happened if you would have took that leap of faith. And especially at a young age, there's no better time to bet on yourself than that. So I would just say my advice to the youth is, like I said, take a chance.
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure your mother is very proud of you, my friend. Appreciate you doing that. Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate it, brother.
Thank you all for joining us this afternoon.